Watch your step, Groundwalker.
When the storm comes, they'll get theirs.
Everything is so still.
Keeping myself busy.
Kenarthi's roost and the Dominion.
Keeping myself
Together, we'll
You're
achieve
here. Good. Keep your wits about you, my new friend. Mistral's houses cast deep shadows, and vipers lurk in tall grass. Keep your wits about you, my... Mistral is the jewel of the southern seas, a free port with trade ties to half of Tamriel. Ambassadors from the Dominion arrived weeks ago to negotiate its admission into the Alliance. Unfortunately, things have not gone smoothly. Kenarthi's Roost has an old treaty with the Maumar. Without Mistral's support, the Dominion will have precious little defense on its southern coasts. The High Elves, Wood Elves, and Khajiit stand united under the Eagle Banner. We secure our borders against invaders from the Covenant and Pact, but it is no easy task. And Queen Irene leads our Dominion, of course. He is the voice and spirit of the Wood Elves. They say he was, and will be their greatest leader, whatever that means. This one knows him as an unrivaled diplomat. He is also the Dominion's best hope of result. Razumdar is just a simple Khajiit. He seeks the best for all the people of Tamriel. Also, a saddle that won't pinch the tail. One day.
What do you want?
Is the Sylvanar blind? Every one of these Lorcan, take them all. Why did the Sylvanar negotiate with these filthy Maumar? Those pirates are a stick in the High Elf eye. They capture our merchant ships and raid our settlements. If I had any say, we'd negotiate with a sword at their throats. Not as long as the Sylvanar confuses diplomacy with capitulation. He's inside with the rest of them, pretending this won't end in bloodshed. Go, see this farce for yourself.
Your pardon, friend. The Dominion's arrival on Kenarthi's Roost has upset the locals. It falls on me to smooth the waters. Please, help yourself to... Most unexpected. It seems we have a mutual friend. May I ask, what brings you to Mistral? Then perhaps you can advise me on a small matter. The Maumar have a treaty with Kenarthi's Roost. This is nothing to fear. A treaty is something I can work with. Yet neither Ambassador Ulondil nor Headwoman Harani will produce a copy. Indeed, why not? It would be indecorous to suggest the treaty is anything but actual and sound, yet I fear it won't present itself without a more active line of inquiry. Would you be my voice in this, with Ambassador Ulon? Exactly. A chorus of requests may succeed in carrying the tune. Harani in particular seems eager to see this resolved, though I fear the Dominion presence binds her hands.
It's hard to keep track of the new faces since the hurricane, but I don't believe we've met. Welcome to Mistral. May your stay here be full of warm winds and soft sand. And I told him the mere act of doing so would complicate matters with our longtime Maormer allies. They take great offense to the Dominion's claims upon our... Look around you. What great armies do you see? Our survival depends on knowing when to fight and when to please. The treaty brought...
We upheld our treaty with the people of Kanathi's Roost for generations, and this is how they repay our kindness? We will not allow High Elf thieves to gain a foothold in our territorial waters. By all rights, this is our island. Harani's people occupy it with our blessing. If she breaks the treaty, so breaks our truce. We'll take back our island, and the Khajiit will pay the price. We keep a copy on an island far from here. I see no reason to send for it. I won't allow High Elf wharf-rats another chance to take our rightful lands. Why don't you bother Harani for her?
Any luck securing a copy of the treaty? Then there's little chance for compromise. I'll call a break in formal talks until everyone calms their nerves. You understand the stakes, yes? It's why I ask you to take a more active role in locating the treaty. I can't allow the Dominion's first act on Kanathi's Roost to be one of conquest. I understand our mutual friend prefers the rum served at a nearby tavern. Perhaps he would have ideas on securing a copy of the treaty. It's a name, a title, and our holy city. Quite an honor to carry around such an important word, and the occasional burden in its confusion of outsiders. Not even the Green Lady calls me by my given name. Edelorn doesn't roll off the tongue, I suppose. As Sylvanar, seems like it's been such a short while, but the wrinkles on my face are freshly grown fruit, still without blemish. On behalf of the Bosmer people, it's my goal to keep it that way. If you speak with the Green Lady, don't mistake her. She sustains me, and I her. Together, we are the aspirations of the Bosmer people given form. Put simply, she is the love of my life. Also.
You think this one drinks on the job? Good. Then so will everyone else. What is the word, my... Ulandil certainly won't. His viper tongue is sharp. But Harani can't, because her copy was stolen. It only takes 3 drinks to loosen the tongue of the Chancery clerk. If... A good question. Raz answers it with an interesting bit of trivia. Ulandil posted a guard at his quarters the day of the theft. Someone needs to slip into Marmor Embassy, find a way past the guard, and rifle through Ulandil's private quarters. Oh, and do it without bloodshed. The pragmatist in this one says it's because you have no firm connection to the Dominion. The optimist says it's because you have proven yourself more than capable already. When you have the treaty, meet both of us at the bridge.
Packs of these horrible monsters roam the streets at night and prey upon the unwary.
Don't cause trouble.
Ambassador...
None of your business. Go bother the club.
Ambassador Ulondil isn't here. And if he was, that's what I've been wondering. He spices his rum with moon sugar, you know. I'm sure one of the servants brings it to him. If I catch him...
Floors that don't sway, sand that creeps into boots, bugs the size of anchors. May the gods see me posted to a proper ship.
So, he's actually doing his job?
Most...
Do you think I take drinks from strangers? Never said I didn't want it. If the clerk didn't toss you out...
The spring in your step. Did you know a sense of accomplishment can alter one's stride? The Sylvanar is certainly being watched by the Maumar. You should inform him the treaty is safe. He will know what to do next. The Sylvanar and the Green Lady are being put up in the Armorer's home. This one recommends you knock before entering. At a quick glance, there are holes in the treaty. When the Sylvanar worries at them, he'll tear a hole in the Malmer's side. The treaty, of course. Not Ambassador Ulondil, though that would be funny.
Sorry, friend. Time for you to leave. No! No! You found him like this? What did you see? Answer me! Then you know nothing. 1,000 curses on this wretched island. None who'll survive the day. I am the unerring bolt. Once loosed, I cannot stop till I pierce my quarry's eye. Harani knows her own city. If she won't tell you who did this, I'll shorten her tail until she does. Now go!
Well?
My own father, divine save his soul, was torn to pieces by just such a pack. Can you not feel the hatred that burns within its belly? Bars barely contain its hunger. For 5 gold, gaze into its eyes.
Not again. Please. I understand what he still did. But he was just here. How awful. Who would harm? My guards saw nothing. We doubled the watch to ensure safety. I cannot abide the Sylvanar's murder in my town. Of course. I hereby declare you a deputy of the Mistral. On my desk, you will find the most recent reports from the Mistral Guard.
The Sylvanar murdered? These treacherous Khajiit have plotted with the Maormer to slay our noble envoy.
How dare you! The Sylvanar was our guest. You go too far, Vice Reeve.
Outrageous! More Dominion treachery. I will conduct my own investigation.
No sea rat will show me up. I'll get to the bottom of this myself.
Your chance for untold
Don't cause
prosperity comes with
trouble.
Dominion rule. As part of the Dominion, you will muscle of a true killing machine.
No one here. Perfect.
As good a place as any. If that clerk has any sense, he'll find it.
You have a point. Mafia, what else? Let's ask her that.
Alchemy is...
Much to do and too little time.
I love mix.
Get off my ship before I throw you off! And I need a new rigging and a serving wench. Too bad for us both. Why didn't you say so? You're a deputy of the guard? The same guard whose authority ends where my ship begins? On the dock or in the water? On your way. And don't...
Another one?
Watch your step, ground walker.
Another one?
I wasn't always a beggar.
Killing the Sylvanar was foolish. The Green Lady and the Sylvanar shared a life bond. She has little time to avenge him before she too will die, and the Green Lady is a most... The Maumer, this is a son.
Come and see from the distant shores of Glanumbra a real, live dog. Do not worry, it is safely caged.
The killer will share the pain my beloved's death has wrought. Hand down the throat, a kiss for my wrist. Hand on the lungs, a kiss for my arms. Grasp, tear, yank, and one last kiss for the killer's own heart. Now, what have you found? No poison in all of Tamriel could harm my beloved. But this scent was on his body. Why is it out here as well? I can see it, leading away into the heart of this wretched city. You're blind to it, easily remedied.
Dahara would not let it tear the flesh from your bones.
Covered my tracks. Couldn't have found me. I followed his orders. Daedric poison for the wood elf and his mate. I followed his orders. Ulandil, he said they could stop the Tempest. Had to be...
I've heard enough.
His orders. had to follow his
There,
orders.
there. You did what you had to. As did I.
Ah, the errant deputy. I was just informing... My what? You mean the apothecary? I assure you, he was never in my employ. Oh, well done. It doesn't matter now. The Green Lummox and her idiot husband lie dead. There's nothing you can do to stop us. You're lying. She must be dead, or else she'd have come for me. She's coming for me, isn't she? I'm a duly appointed ambassador of the Mauma people. The Tempest is coming. You cannot stop
This is madness. There has been enough death in this city.
I'll have your head for this.
And soon, his heart.
Stop! All of you! This madness ends now.
Move, unless I'll keep him alive for a time. He won't starve. His limbs have so much flesh to sustain him. Go tell Harani the... Exactly. And I'll have the blood that's due. What does this creature's life matter to you anyway?
You dare speak for my Sylvanar? I'll beat you with your own flayed skin. I'll smash your teeth to powder and choke you with the dust. You're...
Keep her away from me!
We've taken Ulandil into custody thanks to your quick action. No treaty. I understand. I am certain she'll find another way to mourn her husband. I asked Ulandil what he meant about the Tempest. After what that Green Lady did to him, the Maumur have some ships waiting offshore. Ulandil's people signaled them before the Green Lady arrived. Some sort of invasion force. With the Dominion's help, I signed a new treaty moments ago. Vicereeve Peladil assured me the Dominion will protect our little island. It's a new beginning for Canarthi's Roost.
Hey, slowballs. Move with purpose, slowpaws. Only the fleet of foot survive. The Maumur attacked Cat's-Eye Key from the sea. Commander Karenith holds the line at the docks. She needs help stopping the Maumur before they push into Mistral. Zairi will find more to help. Be swift, slowpaws.
What's up, Steve? What are you up to? I'm just playing on a different character, seeing what the hell it looks like and some stuff. I was thinking about switching back over to my Templar and running some dungeons, but me and Lone Wolf started leveling a little bit last night on these guys. And this is gonna be, this character that I'm currently on is gonna be a magic Nightblade.
You there? Huh. I'll coordinate Dominion.
I've done these quests several times too, so I'm familiar with it. I've skipped through quite a bit of like the dialogue because I've already heard it like 4 times. See, this is charged. Check my skills. I got 2 skill points. I'm kind of following a build off of the Deltia's Gaming. I don't know if you use that or not, but got build suggestion. Yeah, that's what my uncle, if you ever come back and chat and you hear a deep raspy voice guy, that's my uncle in real life, and he plays the Magic DK. Pale. Is that part of this one? Pale. I don't know that I needed to do that, honestly. That's the hotkey, I mean. Hyphen. Purple. I don't have skill points. Harness. Oh, where do I get that? Light armor. Oh, is that an ultimate? That can't be an ultimate. Light armor? What is this? I have no idea where I get that one from. That is an ultimate. You can put ultimates on your health bars? Didn't know that. Oh no, that's an active ability, not an ultimate. Okay, that's why I was confused. I'm like, what the hell? How do I... That's not an ultimate. It just looks like it's an ultimate because of where it's sitting on the... Oh, I still had Rocket League open. Didn't realize that.
Snakes, giant snakes.
Those Malma pirates came from the water. Sea vipers happened. One must have struck me on the... No, we can still move. We'll head to Mistral if it's safe there. By the 8, it's inspiring to see Dominion soldiers. Maybe Sergeant Firion can pull off our counterattack. The Marine by the gate to Cat's Eye Key plans to strike back at the Sea Vipers. I'm sure she can tell you the details. We'll get moving. Gods grant you strength.
We can't let those Marama pirates reach Mistral. They'll butcher our families. I saw great serpents emerge from the waters. Those sea viper cowards made them snap at everyone in striking distance. No, When I saw my neighbors fall, I ran. What kind of Khajiit am I? You were with Dominion, yes? I'll do no such thing. If any of those...
What are you doing here? It doesn't matter. If you're in the mood to cave in some... You feel that cold air rushing off the sea? Just like it was before the hurricane. We can't wait to cut off the snake's head. We are the Dominion counterattack. I sent my squad to scout Cat's Eye Key. If they haven't learned what the Sea Viper's plan, we can poke around until we figure out what needs chopping. I'll hold the gate, if you think you're... Then let's fill it.
I'd never escape.
Hey, squad got separated. Sea Vipers carved runes in his chest. I grabbed hunting Sea Vipers. If you see her, tell her Onglon will be all right.
You've done your part. Get back to Mistral when you can.
That's all I had to do there? That's pretty freaking easy.
Have you seen Gary? Is Miss Zulana's son. When his father succumbed to skooma, Gary... Yes, that's Gary. Zulana hurt men, a vile skooma peddler.
I'm skooma peddler. There's a skooma peddler.
Be gone, bandit. Mother sent you? You thought her... I sought to avenge my father's memory, but was captured by bandit. Then when you free me, I'll fight... And in your death...
You don't have the will for this, but I do. Come.
What have you done? And you have done what I could not. When Hazik embraced Skooma with more affection than he did with me, poisoned arrows to stun, a blade to finish. I spoke to each as they lay frozen on the dock, before adding crescent moons to their throat. I noted the ardor of the moons within you and sent you to aid Kari. Then Kari learns to stand with allies. Agir Trajijazer. Kari, you did what Mother could not.
I did what I knew to be right, to restore our family's honor.
You've proven worthy of our name. Do you understand?
Yes, Mother. I'll dance beneath the two moons, as you've taught me.
Then we must complete your training.
Oh. Nistel.
A ringing head is bad, but I was in the caves, working, when I heard a strange howling. Then warriors came out of nowhere and struck without mercy. Sea vipers, Maorma pirates. We paid our debts, I suppose? After they killed enough of us, they left the rest of us alone. They knew we wouldn't fight back. They only paid it. Some high elf wizard tried to get in, so they collapsed it. I dove outside. Lucky me. The wizard tried to tell me something, but I couldn't hear him at all. He stuffed this paper in my hands and walked off. Here, maybe you can make... what's that?
Seem to harness a combination of wind and spirit. Indeed. I suppose that's optimal. These sea viper rituals are barbaric, but quite effective. You clearly haven't studied the fundamentals of blood sacrifice. You see, these serpent-shaped statues, they're storm totems? Exactly the right question. It's completely. Go ahead. Phenomenal. I knew proximity was the key. And look at you, not even a hint of electrocution. You have the principle. Now to apply it to the other storm... no, I really shouldn't worry you. I can't say for certain. It's one of two things, neither of which is good for anyone on the side. Listen, you handle the storm totems. I'll determine how to best counteract the Sea Viper blood ritual without destroying Mistral.
The wizard seems agitated.
This is Ilse, speaking directly to your mind. Find my Psijic projection near the tunnel exit. I know how to stop the Malma. I know what they're planning. Through my Psijic projection, I observed an old ritual site north of Mistral. The Sea Vipers summoned a powerful creature known as a Storm Atronach. They're funneling all that energy into their bound Storm Slave. The creature can only hold so much energy before it discorporates. All the energy will wash over Kanafi's roost, killing anything it touches. Except for the thunderbugs, of course. Oh, and the mountain north of Mistral will shatter. Ha! There's the genius of their plan. How do you bind it? It will shed its corporeal form. You'll have no...
I wish Miss Dell could have seen that face.
Children of the sea, your bonds cannot hold the tempest.
My friend, you've done it! Quickly now, you must run! Come, you must leave this place. Follow me. Come, you must leave this place. Follow me. My friend, to escape death so triumphantly is constant thrill, yes? The Maumar are fled. If Raz had known you would do so well, he would have scrounged you a nicer reward. Apologies. The Mistral the Maumar are like drunken uncles.
What's up, Sakadata? Sakadata?
Next time,
Sakadata.
Waiting for. If the
What are you up to today?
Number strong enough to assault. Astanya can. Of course. Astanya's the lovely watch captain of the Volkalgard Watch. Raz has shared more than one drink with the captain, and more than one fight. She's getting a bit grouchy now that she's tied to one port, but she should set you aright.
Oh, that's cool. You live in the U.S.? That's a little early to be getting off work in the U.S. 11 a.m. Unless you work third shift or something. I'm going truck shopping today. We've decided we need a bigger vehicle. So here in another hour or so, probably I'm going to head out to go try and look for a truck. I decided to hop on a little bit this morning and play for a little while. You play ESO?
This one is a simple Khajiit, like he said when we first met. He resolves issues as they come up. He asks, "Oh, Raz would not be surprised. You have already proven yourself a competent sword. Simple Khajiit like this one have a tendency to need competence."
I have a Denali Terrain right now, and I like the SUV, but it's just the back end's too small sometimes for picking like I wanted to take a desk to my mother-in-law's for a yard sale today, and I couldn't fit the desk in the back of my Terrain. So we were like, all right, we've been wanting a truck for a while. It's time to finally go get one. So I'm ideally trading in my fiance's. She has a Chevy Cruze. Trading in that Chevy Cruze towards a truck, so that we can keep the Terrain and the truck is the goal. Well, go to Chevy and GMC and look at the Silverados and the Sierras, and then I'm going to go over to Ford and look at the F-150s. And to be determined if I decide to look at Dodge also.
Very tall elves and
Oh, I
very
know,
pretty
it sucks.
Oridon
We're
is the
definitely going to
most
increase our
worldly
car
part of
payments
the
by like
Source
$200 by
and
doing
still
this.
many
At
of the High
minimum.
Elves
At
consider
minimum,
the
we're going to
sanctuary
increase our car
away from
payments
the
by
rest of the
$200.
world. This one thinks they are kidding themselves.
The Prowler is headed to Oridon.
You play Elder
and
Scrolls?
to ferry you there. When you're ready, hop in the launch. We'll set you up with your own bunk. Chests full of gold. Owning a sound ship after a hurricane. Aye, the Prowler is...
I'm assuming you're probably on Xbox also. I'm playing on PC. Oh, really? You just stopping by to check it out? You're not on Xbox?
Ah, you are the one I see.
What's no KB? What does that mean?
Greetings. My benefactor wishes to speak to you about a matter. If my benefactor wished to discuss details in the open, why send a messenger? A passenger cabin.
Oh, gotcha. I'm good at... I like MMOs better with mouse and keyboard, but I'm much better at first-person shooters with a controller. I have an Xbox controller hooked up to my my PC, but I don't ever use it on this game especially. I use it for Rocket League, and I use it for PUBG, but I should probably go to mouse and keyboard for PUBG. I have an Xbox, but I really only play PUBG, Call of Duties, a little bit of Destiny, and that's about it on my Xbox. I have Rocket League on my Xbox also, but I don't play it as much as I do on PC. If I had to pick one, I would stick with my PC for gaming. But this game, I don't know if you're just checking it out. It's pretty cool. I'll show you. This is the character I'm playing right now is a magic Nightblade. It's just a kind of a different build, but as you can see, I'm only level 7 up there in the upper left corner.
I've been looking for you.
I'll show you my other characters. This isn't like the main one I play. My uncle plays this game with me, so when he's playing his Dragon Knight, I'll play this Templar. So this Templar is basically a healer class. That's one of my mains, and then when I'm not playing with him and I'm focusing on my main character, this is my my stamina sorcerer. That's what I play the most. He's a lot of fun. Got a lot of skill abilities. I'll show you. The Dark Brotherhood is freaking awesome. It's a quest line in the game, like a guild. They're called the Dark Brotherhood, and they're trained paid assassins that go around and kill people of interest that others have hired the guild to knock off. But with it, oh shit! Why did I respawn in that little thing? That was kind of a shitty spawn spot they put me in. Wasn't ready for a battle right off the bat, jeez. Anyway, I also have a stamina Nightblade. So Nightblade's like a thief, assassin type character. Sorcerer's obviously magic. Templar's a healer. Let me show you again. Let me get in a safe spot. I'll show you. So your characters are either magic, healing, or stamina. You have 3 paths you really follow. Magic's for casters, obviously. Healing's for a tank, and then stamina's for DPS and tank. So this is a stamina sorcerer. He has all the sorcerer skills, but then he uses dual daggers or dual weapons and a bow as his like main weapon. This is a stamina nightblade. He's like a thief. Also uses dual weapons and a bow. This one's a magic sorcerer who uses a staff and like does actual casting. This one's the Dragon Knight, which is usually used as the tank in the game, but there's some different builds that people have come up with for this class. He can be a tank, he can be damage. A little bit of healing, but not too much. This is the Templar Magicka. Uses a staff, focuses on healing. He's pretty cool. I like the Templar a lot. He actually can do really good damage also. When I do dungeons and stuff, he's usually who I use. Then the Warden, this is just a toy character for me. I'm not really planning on playing him, but their specialty is like plants and animals. They can like summon a bear and throw like healing plants down on the ground and stuff. And then this was the one you were just watching me play. This is the Nightblade, which is the same as this guy, except she's Magicka. She uses a staff and like does casting and has some melee abilities also. So people say this one's an interesting like toy character also. But in terms of maining, I stick to the Templar healer and the stamina sorcerer. Those are the 2 that I play the most. I'll show you the Dark Brotherhood's a quest line that you can open up now in the game, and this sorcerer has it, and he's good at it, but they give you this freaking awesome passive ability. It's called Blade of Woe, and it's basically like instant death as long as you've snuck up on the person you're trying to kill. So you crouch down and you're hiding around, and then you walk up behind them, and then the Blade of Woe icon pops up on the screen for you. Let me get out of it. Let me get to a town. Is there no way shrine? But in town you can kill people with this Blade of Woe, but if you get caught you get a bounty and then the guards come after you and whatnot. But if you sneak around into like behind a building or like in a garden or something where no one sees you, you can just sneak up behind them and slice them. And it's like an animated cutscene, so it's like really badass. If you get caught sneaking around too in a town, people get suspicious of you. Like, what the hell are you doing? This person might work right off the bat here. Watch this. Here you go, Blade of Woe. That's Blade of Woe right there, and every time it's a little different. Sometimes he pulls their legs out from under them so they fall on the ground, and then he just walks up and goes and just like kicks their ass. It's crazy. It's like dark mentality. This guy's also a vampire, which you can't really tell. His eyes are like red, bloodshot eyes and like a face. If I took my costume off here. You can see he's like real pale with red eyes. Now the black lines are what I set him up to look like, but anyway, when you saw me sneak up behind the person, the first thing that popped up was feed. Down here in the lower right corner, can't see, but like here I've got vampirism stage 1. I have to feed every 5 or 6 hours to like reset me back to stage 1, because as I progress, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, I become more noticeable as a vampire. Here we go, I'll feed on this guy, watch. It'll suck his blood out. See how it sucks his blood? And then my timer down in the lower right resets to the 6 hours or whatever. You gotta be careful, because if a guard sees you, you get a bounty for doing that stuff to people in town. So now my timer's good for 6 hours. I won't get, you know, I'll stay neutral. As you progress, there's positives and negatives to being stage 2, stage 3. I think it goes to stage 5. Stage 5, you were like a vigilante and people are coming after you. Yeah, I can try and do Blade of Woe on this person too. That one was quick, holy shit. Oh, the guard saw me. The guard saw me. Run! Oh. Oh shit, he's pulling me back. If I can go to... Oh my god, that's far away. Yeah, I agree with you. It's like, I'm looking forward to God of War actually coming out. That one will be good. It's kind of similar to that with the animated stuff, I believe, too. But if you go to, see this icon on the map, it looks like a pot leaf almost. That one, that's the Thieves Guild. I usually go there to launder anything I've stolen. So you have Dark Brotherhood as a quest line. You also have Thieves Guild as a quest line. Ah, shit, these guards are gonna see me. I may just end up having to pay my bounty. I'd rather just pay the bounty to Thieves Guild, so the money goes to the Thieves Guild, rather than pay the bounty to the city. I don't know why. Doesn't really matter either way, I have to pay it. If I stay out of a town, it'll slowly go down. Like, I won't have to pay as much. I don't know how much my bounty is. Down here there's quests as well that will, like, you go and steal stuff. And if you go out in a town, you have the Thieves Guild quest line. There's these little treasure chests sitting on the ground that have stuff in them. You can loot that stuff, but you got to get it back here and have the person launder it for you. Damn, that was 1,000 gold to clear my bounty. But down here's a store. You can sell stolen things to them, which I'm going to do with these. But say I wanted to keep this treasure, I could go to this launder and I could buy it from this guy to clean it so that I could use it for whatever I wanted to. Give me a second. sorry about that. My dog was getting sick there for a second, so I had to let him outside. I don't know, I must have ate something bad out there. I was picking it up off the floor real quick. I want to show you the a dungeon though. You saw the two things. You can do a dungeon, and I'll show you that. On my Templar though. The healer's easy dungeon. It'll let me talk a little more and show you stuff. But basically, just queue up for any dungeon. Real easy to do that too. Let's pick the Templar and queue for a dungeon on him. Are you debating on whether you want to buy this game, or are you just checking it out? You have no intention of really buying it. I got 1250 achievements in Oblivion. I usually play tanks, but these classes look awesome. Yeah. Well, you can do the Dark Brotherhood and the Assassin stuff on any character. It doesn't matter which one you pick. It's available to all of them. Oh, it's free to play. That's right. I forgot about that. It's worth it. I'm telling you, you should do it, at least to give it a try. So on my keyboard, I just hit P and it brings this menu up. You go to Dungeon Finder, join queue, and then before you know it, you'll have a party. See? Especially as a healer. Give me 1 second, I need to wash my hands real quick. Did you already download it and install it? Or are you working on that as we speak? Which dungeon did we get put into here? Sorry about that. My dog was just giving me a hard time right there. My fiance's at the yard sale that her mom's doing today. They're all, I believe, well, I know PC and Xbox is definitely separate servers. I don't know if the consoles are all on the same server or not. Which stinks because I get a lot of interaction with people here on Mixer, and they're usually on Xbox. So I can't usually party with the people that I get to meet through stream here. I get limited interaction on Twitch anymore. It's just so convoluted with people. I like streaming on Mixer a lot.
Outwitted or outfought. Cannot leave the wood or with you now. They're mercenaries. She recently visited.
But it stinks because I get a lot of Xbox people that want to party up. Can't do it. I would guess that Xbox and PC are the same though. They probably can't party with each other either. What is this dungeon? Elden Hollow? I don't remember doing this one before. Probably haven't because I just got the quest for the thing too. So I'm healer. I'm just throwing heals down the whole time and letting these guys do what they do. I have a direct heal right here that heals them. I have an AoE heal, this big yellow circle, that I can throw down around them that heals. I've got a skill that throws this spot on the ground, and it gives me like these buffs while I stand in it. And then I've got a buff that kind of removes negative effects. And then I got a buff that boosts their ability to do damage. Kind of what I have hotkeyed as the healer here. What's up, Odyssey? What are you up to today? You play ESO as well? Nice free-to-play weekend. As Bakadata reminded me so nicely that it's freaking free to play for everyone this weekend. Everyone should be playing it. You should start downloading it. You know what's gonna suck though is once you play it for a weekend, then you're gonna be like, dang it, I want the rest of the game, so I gotta buy it. That's probably their game plan, isn't it? You know what? We'll let everyone play for free for 2 days. Let them get their characters to like 20, and then they won't have access anymore and have to buy the game to keep playing. That's a great business model. There's my ultimate. It does damage and heals them as those things spin around for a little bit. And then if I do heavy attack in between my heals, it replenishes my magicka, so I'm permanently filled up with magicka. Whoa. No. But it's worth it for 2 days even to give it a shot, because you never know. The other thing too is if you're going to buy it, go ahead and pre-order the expansion, because it's like just a couple dollars more I think than Morrowind is. And you get access immediately to Morrowind. If you bought the new, or pre-ordered the new one, it doesn't come out till July, but they go ahead and give you access to the game now for everything up to the expansion. That's a pretty good deal. You can pre-order and still play. Odyssey, do you play, or are you just checking it out also? Morrowind's the expansion of... I was talking about the last expansion that came out for ESO was Morrowind. But, that's what I was saying, if you pre-order Somerset, which is coming out in July, they give you access to for the game up to Morrowind, like, immediately. Oh shit, I'm full of crap here.
You orcs know how to dig in the dirt. I'll give you that.
I think the pre-order for the new expansion's like $30. Maybe 40, I don't know. The other thing too with ESO Plus, I definitely recommend it because you get this crafting bag, and any materials you find in the world go into this crafting bag. And if you don't have the crafting bag, you get stuck with having to either hold that in your inventory or put it in your bank if you wanted to keep those materials for any sort of crafting. That's where they get you again. You gotta pay for... It's completely buy to play. The game is buy to play. You buy it and you can play it for as long as you want. But then you can subscribe And it varies depending on how many months you subscribe for. It's a little cheaper if you buy more. You know how they get you there again. But they make ESO Plus so worthwhile because of the crafting bag. That alone is worth the monthly subscription. I mean, look at all that crap I have. I couldn't keep all that stuff in my bank and in my inventory if I didn't have that crafting bag. I know it's hard for you to type probably on Xbox without a keyboard, so I'm talking a lot. Give me 1 second, she's calling me. I actually just put Mixer on my Android so I can type on my phone while watching on the TV on my Xbox. Yeah, well, obviously being on PC, I have 2 monitors on my PC that have one up with chat on it, and one up with my games. Like one monitor over here is all my chat, OBS, all that stuff.
See how the darkness gathers this. Ever Orlick unleashed here, maybe even stronger than she. Prepare yourselves.
It's easier to see chat because I have a bot that does chat function for me and all that stuff. I have 2 monitors going. I would be hard pressed to stream with 1 monitor. It'd be a lot of alt tabbing. You'd have to have an Android app to see the chat.
Someone help me! Shayor's beard! I didn't think today would end this badly!
Yeah, I think it just plugs in just like a controller port, just right into the USB.
You felt the rump. I'll get tops. I only know.
That's pretty much a dungeon. As long as you got 4 good people, you can roll right through the thing. Not too difficult. And you always want to look around for chests and crates because they give you quite a bit of stuff in these dungeons. You gotta keep an eye out for them. See all this stuff I pick up out of these goes right into that crafting bag, which is huge. Wouldn't be able to grab all this crap if it didn't. You could go plug a controller, the keyboard right into your controller, I think. Try and get this lore book back here. So there's also on PC. Oh, shit. on PC you can do add-ons. What add-ons are, like upgrades to your map and stuff. Like right here, I have an add-on that tells me where all the lore books are for the game. You can see here on my map, I better hurry, there's a lore book. Yeah, it's gonna remove me before I get a chance to get to it though. I would have to run it all the way around. Once everyone in party leaves the dungeon, it's timed of kicking you out. Not gonna get there in time. It's okay, no big deal. I mean, lore books are all over the place. But I don't think you can do the add-ons in on Xbox. Add-ons are a PC only thing, because I gotta go into like the game file and all that stuff. While I'm in this town though, I gotta clean my bank space. Look at all this crap I got. Got a healing staff. This one's not bad actually. Got some gear. I only want to wear light armor because I have in the light armor skill line, I get bonuses for every piece of light armor I have equipped. I want to do that one. That one. How many pieces of light armor? That one's light. They're all light. Okay. Class. Let's see if I have any skills I can upgrade here. Want those. Like that. Sure. Okay, don't use that one. Rune focus. I want to go to channeled focus. Rite of passage. Either one of those. I gotta read my skills. What do I got here? Block a spell. I don't block that one. This is from class. Got solar. Just that one's maxed out too. I'm gonna switch it up and try this one for a little bit. It's a new ultimate skill that I haven't ever used before. Rejuvenate. I can't cast it though right now. I wonder why that is. Can't see it. Maybe I have to have a bad status effect or something. Let's queue up another dungeon. Usually doesn't take me long to get into a dungeon as a healer either. That's the nice thing. DPS and those other ones may have to wait a little while for whatever reason, but healer seems to queue up rather quickly. This guy. I wonder if he hurts me. Nope, doesn't hurt me.
Let me wallow in my misery.
Huh. Big guys are getting a real kick out of that guy, aren't they? They're laughing.
Keeping myself busy.
Entertainment must be hard to come by back in the Renaissance period. Are you on Mixer quite a bit? Like, do you come on Mixer? Or are you kind of new to that too, just by being on Xbox? I don't want this dungeon. Wait. Not ready for it yet. Crap. I wanted to clear my bags before. I should have cleared my bags out before I queued up. We'll let the dog back in. I don't know that I've ever heard her. Does she play ESO or what does she troll on? I used to be on Twitch as a guild streamer for an old MMO I used to play. I had a good following on Twitch for a little while because of my guild members and then just people that came to chat to see the guild and stuff. I'm a Twitch affiliate actually, but I took so much time off after people stopped playing the game we were playing that when I go back I don't get near the interaction on Twitch as I do on Mixer now. This Mixer's stronger with the community for whatever reason. I get a lot more, I don't need a long big following, whatever, I don't care about that. I don't need to be ninja. I just like the interaction of people that can give me pointers and tips on improving in game, that know the game better than I do. Gotham, that's a streamer. I get on here and I'll stream and I'll co-stream with Lone Wolf, and then my uncle who plays the game. I do the stream, but he's, you know, he knows he's active on the channel. But usually whenever I'm on, I'm not watching. I'm just streaming myself. Everyone plays Fortnite and PUBG. That's what, I mean, if you're a PUBG or Fortnite streamer, you probably, and you were one of the first and have a following, it's good. Because now you're set, because everyone wants to watch those games, Fortnite and PUBG. Which I like playing those, I'm just not good enough to get a following out of them because I really suck. Fortnite especially, man. I go into Fortnite and I die in like first person I encounter kills me usually every time. Just not good at Fortnite. What's your go-to game? Now I'm just picking up only the gold and also anything that can go into my crafting bag. Anything else I have to skip right now because my damn bags are so full. I play Call of Duty on Xbox. I contemplated getting it on PC, giving it a shot, because I have the controller. It would play the same, I would think, on PC as Xbox. Actually, probably could change the settings more to my favor on there, but crafting's a real big part of this game too. So like these materials are all useful at some point in time. I haven't fully dove into crafting yet, but I will on my sorcerer. Long story short, I bought this game way back when it was coming out as a pre-release. I bought the Imperial pre-release edition. When the game came out, I played that sorcerer, that vampire sorcerer you saw earlier, but the game just was clunky and didn't feel smooth, and I just didn't like it, so I quit playing it. And then a few weeks ago, I was getting bored playing WoW with my uncle, and I was like, I'm gonna go back to Elder Scrolls and give it a shot. Well, they fixed so much of the crap that was wrong at launch, and it's just a completely different game. But that sorcerer was reset at some point in time. So I was able to spec him back out as a stamina sorcerer. So I'm an old player of this game, but newly back into it, so to speak. Anyway, my sorcerer was the one I played when it first came out, and I found several of the motifs and the recipes and the crafting styles. And that sorcerer is my highest trained crafter at this point, so he's gonna be my forever crafter, because I don't want to have to buy all the motifs and stuff. Basically, I don't know if you're familiar with the motifs from Oblivion or whatever, but you've got to find a book basically that tells you how to craft in like the elf style and the reptile style and the orc style and all that stuff. And I found almost all of them on my sorcerer, so I don't want to have to do all that over again. Not to say that when I find motifs and stuff playing that I won't drop them in my bank and let another character eventually do the same, but right now I'm committed to the sorcerer being my crafter because he already got all this crap. You just gotta switch back over to him to actually craft on stuff. I do very much like this game though. I see myself playing it for a while now. Just because the thing I didn't like about World of Warcraft, if I didn't want to pay for it anymore, I could not play the game. This game, if I choose not to pay the monthly subscription any longer, I still have access to everything I had before. The only thing is, my stuff will no longer go into the crafting bag. All those items would still stay in the crafting bag, and I could withdraw from the crafting bag, but I couldn't deposit to the crafting bag. So anything I took out of it or anything that I picked up would stay in my inventory or in my bank. It's kind of crappy. But I do like the buy-to-play aspect of this game for sure. He threw that circle right on top of my circle. What a jerk. The dungeons are fun and relatively easy as long as you're paying attention. You know, me as a healer, I'm only focused on their blue bars to make sure they aren't going down too far. Just dropping anything that's not green or higher so I can pick up the other crap. That automaton? The medium.
So you believe there was gold in here? Fools.
I really gotta look at all this gear I've been picking up at the end of this dungeon.
Ah, Navina.
There might be some good stuff in there. Now, the other thing about this game is everything tiers to like your level, or scales, I guess, to your level. So like, I'm level 43. This dungeon, say it was a solo dungeon, everything in it would be something a level 43 can kill. Same thing with gear. Everything I'm picking up in here is specific to my level. Like, so like my party members, you can see 33, 39, 14, 43. Everything I pick up gear-wise, like this helmet I just picked up, see, it's level 43 because that's what my level is. So every gear item scales too. Pretty nice, especially like when you're questing. If I picked up a quest way back at at the beginning of time when I first started the character, and now I'm level 40 and I still have that quest in my quest log, if I go back to do that quest, the rewards and the experience from it will scale to being a level 43 character, turning it in. Give you the equivalent of experience as to what it would have been, you know, when you were level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, something like that. It's pretty nice, the scaling aspect. You can always go back and do quests over again, or skip them and say, I'll just come back later and do it, and it'll give you the same amount of experience, proportionate to your level. I don't think I've ever even heard of that game. Well, if you've played Skyrim or Oblivion, this game is kind of the same as that, just in an MMO multiplayer fashion, you know, quest and storyline and all that stuff's kind of like Skyrim, you know, interaction with NPCs, skill build, all that stuff is similar to Skyrim if you ever played it, or Oblivion, or any of the other Elder Scrolls series. You'd be familiar with this style of play. Do this. Oh, I remember this dungeon from before. First time I ever did this one, I went the wrong way. I went all the way out to the end and then had to turn around and come back and kill another boss that we had missed. And I think it was the one we had just killed. What do you got going on today? Anything? Sounds like you got some Elder Scrolls to play. She just called me a second ago. I was saying they're gonna wrap up the yard sale here in about 2 hours. I'm debating on if I want to go truck shopping today or just wait either later this afternoon or wait till tomorrow. I'm talking about trading in her car, so it might be better if she goes with me so that she can sign off on the trading. This guy's got a pretty strong AoE. Oh yeah? What part of Indiana are you from? I actually went to college at Ball State. My family's all from Ohio, though. Oh, really? That's not far from there at all, then. I had a lot of friends that went to, what's the high school up there? Bishop Luers? Something like that. Take this guy down. Yeah, I'm an Ohio State fan. Big time. Small world, man. Just randomly pop into my stream and we're from the same neck of the woods. Almost got him down. Chests over here.
You want me? Come and get me.
The other, I have an add-on that tells me everywhere I have found a chest or any sort of crafting item too, that permanently is marked on my map to remind me there was something there before. Usually the final boss area has a chest in it that you can loot for additional crap. Usually. But you can see it put another icon on my map, so it'll permanently remind me that I found a chest in those areas. Oh yeah, it probably is exactly the same as Oblivion. Just the timer's quicker depending on how hard it is, and the little wiggle is more sensitive. Like, you gotta get it more accurate. But dude, I love picking locks, so every time I find a chest, I do it. I've gotten pretty decent at doing the picking. It's fun though, I like it. Block picking is one of my favorite things in this game. They got some new stuff coming out with the expansion too, one of which is jewelry crafting, which we haven't had before. When Somerset comes out, they'll have jewelry crafting in the game. That'll be neat. What the hell did I get killed by? What the hell is that thing? That was ridiculous. I think just wiped us out. Oh, let's see if he could kill it. I don't think he can. I didn't know I was going to get thrown into that mix. Yeah. I say, are they gonna res me or not? Should I go truck shopping today or not? I don't know. I really want to, but pretty comfortable right here as is. Go spend a bunch of money. I gotta clean my bags out before I queue up for another dungeon now. Crap. Let's see if there's any gear I want to keep. All of this is medium. Light. One's better. I'm losing that entire set though. I only want light armor. Now I got the chat only on my phone and you're in full screen on my Xbox. How's it come through on the Xbox? Is the stream alright? Quality wise? Are you able to see everything? The camera doesn't look blurry and all that stuff? I was messing with a lot of settings earlier today too, so I was kind of curious if I messed anything up. You gotta get the settings right for stuff to come through the right way. See, that one's bad. I don't want that one anymore. That one's worse too. I don't want healing. These ones aren't bad. I don't want stamina. Oh. Okay, cool. Thank you. I appreciate that feedback on that, because you gotta mess with settings sometimes. It was coming through a little grainy before, so I had to mess with some things. I think it's finally okay. I don't think any of these gears are gonna improve my... This one improves my magicka. Magicka recovery. I want to remove the level 33 ring, unequip. I want to equip this one. See, that one's health. This one, Magicka Furnace. Why is that one called Magicka Furnace and it does the exact same thing as the other one? I'm not putting that one on. Let's see, necklace. I don't need that one. I want to look and make sure I got everything equipped that I want to keep, and then I just go to the merch or to the crafting station and just deconstruct everything. Because deconstructing gives you a ton of materials that instantly go into the crafting bag here. If I do value, you can see I've got tons of materials saved up from just deconstructing things. So if I go to down here's where a lot of the crafting stuff is. If I run down here, here's woodworking. I can break down the woodworking stuff here at this station. If I go up here to this, you can create stuff here or deconstruct stuff here, and that's what I'm doing. I just want to break it down. You can see in the middle of the screen there, it tells me what materials I got out of the item for deconstructing it. You get better materials out of stuff that's higher quality. White's very basic, like that's the lowest level gear you can get. Green's one step up, blue's one step up, purple, yellow. You can see that here in your improvement. Everything goes from white, green, blue, purple, yellow. When I deconstruct stuff, I get better, see a blue crafting material, so I got better stuff out of it. That one I just didn't get lucky enough to get anything good out of that one. Similar to Skyrim and Oblivion, same concept. This over here is where you can make runes for your gear. Oh my god, that's a lot of the stuff that's taking out my storage. In my inventory space, all these glyphs I don't need. This is probably, in my opinion, the least appealing crafting ability. To make the freaking those runes. And over here you got the clothing station, which will break down medium and light armors. Which I don't need medium. It's giving me a bunch of material. You can see that by breaking it down. I got a lot of stuff to play with. But that crafting bag is shared between all my characters. So if I log on my sorcerer, I'll have all these materials at my disposal to craft on him with. It's also leveling the crafting for this character, which is good, I guess, but I don't really care about it that much. And after doing this, you can see my inventory was completely full, is down to nothing now after doing all this crap. Break these down, break this down, break that down. And then if you find a merchant, which I think is this person, you can repair your armor, which doing so replenishes, like see this, the green bar there on the armor, it replenishes all your green bar. And then on your weapons, you have a blue bar there that needs to stay full or have stuff in it for it to function properly, otherwise it decreases in value. So then you get these soul gems, which you can use to charge your weapons with. When I click this, it uses a soul gem, but it charged my blue bar all the way back up. So only whenever you have all your bars filled up is your max armor, max damage, you know, all that stuff. They just implemented also, and I don't know if this town has it. It wasn't too long ago they put it in. It's a clothing dye station. Basically, you can go in and, yes, this is my costume, but I can make the color scheme whatever I want it to be on my costume. They have all these different color swatches that are over here, and as long as you've unlocked the color through questing, through searching, through buying, I don't know how you get them all, but you have to unlock all the colors, and as you've unlocked them, you can customize your character differently. You can do it to your armor too, but it's kind of expensive to do the customization. So, and my armor's always switching right now because I'm doing dungeons and finding new stuff I want to wear. So if I go and spend the money to dye it and then I run a dungeon, I might find a piece of armor I like better. It's kind of dumb for me to dye armor right now. You know? But the costume dyeing's free, and it looks just as cool. Red diamond, red diamond. That's the song they sing all the time on here. That was all junk. Junk, junk, junk. And then one last stop, and my bags will be cleared. You gotta do this, I'll show you the dye station. It's pretty neat. I know where there's one at. Let me run to the bank real quick, because like I was saying, how my sorcerers, my crafter, any of these blueprints or anything I find, I throw into storage so that I can consume them on my sorcerer. Where's the bank at? Oh, I'm going the wrong damn way. I keep thinking I'm in... I'm not where I think I'm at. I keep thinking I'm over here at this place. What is this one? Davin's Watch. That's where I'm thinking I'm at, and I'm not. Town just looks similar to Davin's Watch. The crafting, or the dye station is really cool. I spent some time there the first time I found it, trying to dye my clothes, but then I haven't really been back on it. So anything stamina, I want to deposit these in the character balance. I can't do anything with that. That I don't need. Those I don't need. Don't need stamina recovery. Don't need health, I'm a healer. I'll keep the magic potions. Health recovery, don't need. Don't need invincibility. Don't need health. Again, I'll keep magicka. Put that in storage. How much room? I'm only using 66 of my 200 storage spots on storage, so the rest of this crap in there. I can't store this, I don't think, because I already have one in there. I already have this. Makes me look like a goblin. That got me down to 26 out of 96, so I think I'm okay to start another dungeon. For sure, I have plenty of room to pick crap up. Let's do Dungeon Finder. Join queue. Look at that. Found the dungeon right away. Let's hope there's other people that want to do it. And there are, yeah! I heard you guys got pounded with some snow recently. Is it still on the ground, or is it just cold up there right now? that sucks when you walk outside and it's like blistering cold. I live in Florida now, so I don't have that problem anymore. A lot warmer. I remember this dungeon. It's a long time.
Ready.
Yeah, I'm in Florida now. I grew up in Ohio, went to school in Indiana, and then moved to Florida to go to grad school, and I've lived here ever since. I don't plan on leaving Florida. My fiance is from New York originally. Whole family lives down here now, so I don't see us leaving. What? You don't mind me asking, how old are you? I'm old, so I didn't know if you were like an old-time gamer like me, or if you're up and coming, or how old you are. Like late 20s, early 30s almost. I've been playing MMOs for years, and I don't see myself slowing down. I'll probably play until the day I die, so I'll be one of those 50-year-old, 60-year-old gamers probably. When I get on here with my uncle, he's like mid-50s, so he's an old-time gamer right now too. He's usually the one I'll be running around with and come back and see me partied up with someone. It's a good release from the real world to just sit and be in an alternate world, I guess, for a little while. The game is visually stunning too, that's one other big positive on it. What the hell are these two doing? Come up here and fight. It's cool that a lot of people take advantage of streaming through Mixer, though, and that Xbox really does a good job of pushing Mixer on people to get them into the new thing. I love Twitch to watch stuff on, but it's so convoluted, it's tough to get started on as a newer streamer on Twitch, because unless you were there from like day one, it's tough to get like even recognized, to get anyone in your chat to start following you, you know? It's crazy. I still go on Twitch and watch a lot of stuff, but interaction-wise, I get so much more interaction on Mixer here. There's another boss down. If there's a crate around. Crate? No crate, what the heck? Find one over here? Nope. Didn't find it. Go this way, guys. Do you have a gaming PC also, or not really? Just Xbox. Yeah, for the most part, there's still some games that I'm surprised no one plays, but the other thing too is if the game isn't cross-platform, meaning like it's on PC, Xbox, and PS4, it seems like you're unlikely to find it if it's a PC game on Mixer, because a lot of the streamers and viewers and stuff are Xbox people. So just like Black Desert Online, for example, that's a great MMO from what I hear, but no one streams it on Mixer. Partially because no one on Xbox can play Black Desert Online, so... Yeah, my PC is pretty strong. You can see my specs at the bottom. It's not, by no means is my PC top of the line, but I have, you know, a graphics card and stuff like that in it that's pretty solid, that can handle, you know, playing seamlessly while also streaming at a pretty decent speed, you know, quality. I wasted my ultimate right there, damn it. Well, it's hard to really tell because, like, for example, I had another PC that I was playing on, so I had, like, the headset, the speakers, you know, like, keyboard, mouse that I wanted to use. I need a better microphone still to this day, because this is just an Xbox microphone, but it's a USB mic attachment. I want to get a better mic still, but, you know, if you wanted a good setup, probably $1,000 to $1,500 would get you a decent streaming setup anymore. But like I said, I pieced mine together a little bit, and I had some of the stuff from my old PC, so I didn't have to like buy the monitors and all that stuff too, you know? So it's hard to tell. I mean, you could get up in streaming pretty decent quality for less than $1,000 for sure. You could buy an $800 computer and then buy, you know, just 2 basic monitors and you could be up streaming. You really need a pretty decent graphics card and a decent processor is really what you need. Having a solid state drive helps too, because then like your operating system and all that runs on its own hard drive. And it's faster that way. Oh look, I found a chest here. But the other thing too is a PC's kind of like Legos. Like I can buy this base PC if it has a good motherboard, and then just start buying components to upgrade it myself to better components, which is completely possible as well. You know, I could have done that with my old computer is what I mean. But I kind of just started anew. CyberPower PC has some decent pre-built computers that aren't ridiculously over-the-top expensive too, that would get you going as a kit without having to piece your own thing together. Are we done here? What the heck are we doing, guys? I think we've been down to the main part of this dungeon. What's up, Andy? Andy976, what are you up to? You play Elder Scrolls? You just checking it out in advance of downloading it during the free weekend too. Yeah, I mean, you could go to CyberPower. They have some pre-built PCs that are under $1,000 that would get you streaming with decent quality. And you'd have to play with settings and all that to make sure you're not dropping frames and like your gameplay is still quality for you to play. I mean, that's still what matters most, that you enjoy playing the game. You don't want to sacrifice your gameplay so that others can enjoy your stream. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's not too bad, honestly, anymore. It's getting more affordable, I guess. To stream on Xbox, you can do it just straight from the Xbox, but to really have a quality stream through Xbox, you need a streaming PC hooked up to the Xbox. With a capture card and all that stuff in it.
You've got to keep moving.
What the hell are we doing here, guy? I don't really know how to do this dungeon. I was kind of following their lead, but we need to go over here. Hard to do that. You asshole. He was going in there, so I ran in there to heal him, and he ran out of there, and now they turned on me to kill me. Little jerks. A lot of the Xbox streams I've seen, if people don't have the capture card set up, it looks real grainy and stuff. Are we supposed to be going this way? Why can't we get through here? I don't remember how to do this quest. Andy976, you play Elder Scrolls? I'm not exactly sure what we're supposed to be doing here. We gotta get that gate open somehow, and I can't remember how we do it. I streamed one time on Xbox. I knew an MX Supercross game and my buddy wanted to check it out, so I got on Mixer and he watched. Can't believe how easy it was. Didn't know how you guys add effects and a camera. Yeah, so most of the people on that are streaming their Xbox on Mixer that have the camera, they have a computer that's set up connected to the Xbox that is capturing what they're playing and feeding it to Mixer with a capture card and all that set up in the computer. So I mean, your laptop, honestly, even though it's only $300, I don't know what kind of laptop it is, but you might want to look. The capture card's anywhere from $75 to $200, depending on what quality capture card you want to get. The capture card just basically connects to the laptop, and then you connect your Xbox to the laptop. That captures what you're doing. And the webcam and all that stuff is set up on the laptop. You could set it up to feed through the Xbox too, but I don't know if you have like an Xbox Connect or whatever to get the camera on there. You go to YouTube and type in Xbox capture card setup, and it'll walk you through how to do it all. You could figure out all of it through YouTube, you know. Which capture card you need for your laptop, how to install the capture card in your laptop, how to set up the Xbox to the capture card. Well, you can get your laptop, I'm assuming, has a USB port. You could buy a webcam. I use the Logitech 920 is my webcam. The full HD webcam. Your laptop, I'm assuming, is a Windows-based laptop, and I don't think you can buy a Mac for under $900. So you said it was $300. I'm assuming it's a Windows-based thing. The Logitech camera you can buy on Amazon. It would plug in and come with its own software, and you'd have the webcam set up in minutes. And then I use a program called OBS. It's open broadcast software. You can go and download it and set up how you want your stream to look and all that stuff. It's really easy. It's not that hard to set up. It takes a little time to mess with settings, and like what I was telling you earlier, I was playing with some settings to see if I could change my quality and all that. But you do a few test streams and then rewatch your stream and see how it looked. It's not too hard to do, honestly. That was the guy we were missing now. Now we should be able to go through the main entrance there. Yeah, Logitech's got affordable stuff that's pretty good quality. I'm using just, right now I'll have the Logitech camera is the only thing I have at the moment, but my keyboard and mouse are just ones I bought off of Amazon. That's not that important to your stream. I'm sure there's ones, you know, in terms of gaming quality, the mouse and keyboards that are different. But mine has the different DPI settings on my mouse that I can switch out my or swap my DPI settings on my mouse with a click. Make stuff like super sensitive, which I don't particularly love. Certain settings, some of them are real difficult. Andy, I'm playing a healer, if you couldn't tell, so I'm not doing too much damage to these guys, but I'm trying to keep the other people alive. Look, they killed it. I think Andy may have left the chat. He wasn't answering me. I know it's real hard to type on Xbox too, because you're using like a keyboard that's on the screen to type out a message. So if he was watching on Xbox, he might have said, "Screw it, I'm not gonna type." Is it the oh, Turtle Beach? What headset is it? What's the one called? It's like super expensive one. Man of War, that's what it is. Turtle Beach Man of War, isn't it? Real powerful one. I don't know about disconnecting. Mine's wired. You can see I got a wire right here. Until I buy my SteelSeries wireless headset, I'm gonna continue to use this one. So this is a crappy mic, as you can tell. My audio quality on my voice is not that great. That's probably the weakest part of my chat or my stream right now. Is my microphone quality. And my next upgrade is going to be an actual mic, like an arm mic, an arm, like have a boom arm, and have the mic here. And then after that, I'm going to upgrade my headset to the SteelSeries Arctic 7. That's the one I want, the wireless headset. I'll probably get, Amazon has a pretty decent mic, an Audio Technica, whatever it's called. No, it's not cutting out, but like it's just like a, and I got a pinginess to it, because my room's not, this office room's 4 small walls, and I get some not feedback, but like, it's kind of like I'm in a hallway, so to speak. If I get a better quality mic that has a noise, what's it called, the foam, the mic cover on it, it would eliminate some of that echoing that you're kind of hearing in the background. I know you can hear me fine, but I can improve it, and I know I can, so it bothers me that I haven't yet. And then the headset is less important, because once I get the mic, I can just still use these headsets, or this headset, for sound coming through the game. Because I listen to the game through these, and I have my stream set up to pick up sound of anything that's being fed to my headset, which includes my Discord and all that stuff. So like when I'm playing with my uncle, him and I talk through Discord, and you're picking up what he's saying as well through Discord, because that also goes through my headset, and my stream spits out anything that comes through the headset. It's pretty nice. But I'll continue to do that even when I get a new microphone. My voice will go through the mic. I'll continue to use these to get sound through on it. Yeah, it's like Skype, kind of, or like, I don't know what other chat pro. If you're on Xbox, you probably haven't ever needed to use it, because it has Xbox has its own party chat, whatever. But Discord, TeamSpeak, Raid Call, all of those are like gaming chat programs that guilds and groups of people use to chat with each other. And Discord's cool because it's web-based, so you can set up your own Discord channel. So, you know, I have my own Discord him and I go into, and a few other people that we play games with have access to. They can log in and chat with us. That one's in real time though, so there's no like delay between. Should I go truck shopping today, or should I just stay home and play video games instead? That's the million-dollar question. I like the sound of both, but if I want to go truck shopping, that means I gotta call it quits. You and I will part ways. I'll go get dressed. I gotta drive to the dealership and then deal with the car salesman. Or I could just do none of that and just stay right here and play. Oh, I leveled up. There's got to be a chest in here, right? Well, hopefully you decide to download the game and give this game a try. Then you can come back once you started playing it some more with your same setup there, and it can help you out with figuring out what you need to do, different things you can do, suggestions and things I've learned through other people in my stream and through in-game chat. I'm in a guild that's pretty active, and they answer questions pretty regularly too, which has helped me quite a bit. Our party disbanded. No, there's a chest. I got it. If I was in Florida, I think I'd go out or go tomorrow and don't deal with the salesman. I don't think they're a salesman on Sundays in Indiana. Yeah, well, I have a command. I use, I use Mixer to stream, but I use OBS, and then I use a bot that is approved by Mixer. It's called ScottyBot, and he has commands you can use. One of them's uptime. I was gonna see how long I've been online. If you do !uptime, it tells you how long. I've almost been online for 3 hours. Let me run one more dungeon, and then I'll probably call it quits for a few hours. I'll go meet up with her, and we'll go car shopping for a little bit this afternoon. And then her yard sale will be over, and we'll be back home. I'll be back around for sure later this afternoon and this evening, doing more of the same. My uncle will probably be on about 6 o'clock this evening. That's usually when we party back up. And him and I run dungeons, we'll do questing. We figure out the game together pretty much because we're still very new. We've learned a lot. We're trying to share that with other people. Anyone that comes in chat, we try and pick their brain on stuff, and they ask us questions, and we tell them what we're able to know. But it's fun when you have a lot more fun when you're running with someone in a dungeon and whatnot, I'm gonna run one more here. How much crap I picked up just in that one dungeon run, though. You saw I clear out my bags. I had 26 of 96. Now I'm at 54 just from that one dungeon. But granted, a lot of the stuff was junk or stuff I don't need. Like, I got more stamina potions and whatnot. What's up, network admin? Have you started downloading it yet? I would start downloading it because it can take a while. It's a big game download. I mean, it's several gigabytes of information that's got to download for you there. You have to go out and about today. I would start it right now, honestly. If you, because you only have 2 days. I think it ends on Monday, the free weekend, right? Free weekend ends on Monday. It could take you probably 4 hours. I don't know, depending on your internet speed. 2 hours probably to download. You have really fast internet.
Someone stop that swine.
And you're gonna miss out on some time to play it. Even if you can't play now, I would just start it. But anyway, suggestion on first class. I really think the Templar, I don't know what you want to play. I know you said, I don't remember what you said you were interested in. Tanks. If you want to do a tank, you probably want to do a Dragon Knight to start out with. A Templar could be a tank too, and that one's what I'm playing right here. That's a healer class. If you want to do tank, a lot of people do Dragon Knight. So what I would do while the game's downloading, because you got plenty of time, is go to Google and type in ESO tank builds and read kind of through the descriptions that people have come up with and suggestions on tank builds, and then kind of pick one that you think would suit your style of play. Again, you could just download the game and start playing, and if you find out you're doing it wrong, you can always reset your character. You can go to these way shrines and reset your attributes, your skills, all that stuff. So don't worry too much about that, you know, worrying about messing up, because you can reset it. But my personal favorite, I like ranged DPS. That's what I prefer in MMOs, so that's why I started with a sorcerer. But having played this Templar with my uncle, it is very, very close second, if not number one, in terms of my favorite to play, just because I like the healer. It's good with its own damage by itself in solo instances and stuff. I just like the Templar quite a bit. Having the ability to heal is like huge, and you can do healing skills with just equipping a restoration staff on any character. But obviously the Templar has a specific skill line for healing, because that is the healer of the game, so. I don't know, there's tons of websites out there that give you information on builds and whatnot, so I suggest reading through some of them. So you kind of have a game plan going in. The character race is important also. Like, as you can see, I'm Argonian, so when I go to race and Argonian skills, these skills that are from Argonians, you know, complement being a healer pretty well. So when you go to pick a tank, you want to pick a race, and there's like 9 or 10 races you can be. You want to pick a race that complements the build that you want to make for that character. Like if you wanted a magic Dragon Knight using magic skills, you'd want to be a Dark Elf, because Dark Elves give you good magic regeneration and stuff like that. So you got plenty of time to research while it's downloading, and I can't suggest that enough. That way you know what you're going to be making and focusing on from, you know, the first time you play. But I am probably going to hop off of here after this dungeon, but if you want to shoot a follow, you can see whenever I'm online, and I'll be more than happy to help you with any questions you have and whatnot. I mean, I'm streaming pretty much every day now. I work, you know, a normal 9-to-5 job, but when I get home, I'm usually online by 7, 8 o'clock until about 11 p.m. most nights. Thank you, I appreciate the follow. And like I said, definitely come back once you get the game downloaded. I have a feeling once you get it, you may be inclined to purchase it. I'm sorry to say. Because it is fun, and you're going to want more than 2 days on it. If you like MMOs, there's no doubt about it.
keep moving.
Well, you were number 60 for me. 60th follower. I've been streaming for about a month and a half, so I feel like Mixer's a good channel to meet people and get help and stuff. I'm also on Twitch under Votto TV, but I just, you know, dual stream on them right now. Yeah, there you go. You're well on your way to the addiction. And trust me, it won't stop after 2 days of free play. You're gonna want the game. I should really go start it on my Xbox too, and then play with some Xbox people for a few days. It'd be weird though, because I don't have any of my stuff. I wouldn't be ESO Plus. And I would strictly be playing for the hell of it for 2 days time, and then probably never play that character again. Unless the game goes free to play at some point. How long does it say your download time is? Just curious. How fast is your internet? Pulling aggro as the healer, that's bad. Because all I'm doing is life draining the guy, so I can... If I do heavy attack, meaning hold down your attack and do a heavy, it replenishes your resources, meaning health, stamina, magicka. So in between my heals, you'll see me holding down my attack and like sucking life out of them. It replenishes my magicka by doing that. Well, if you go to an internet browser and do speedtest.net, there's a speed test application you can run on the web that tells you how fast your speed is. This is a pretty cool dungeon, but I'm not kidding when I say I've done this dungeon probably 45 times. It's one that queues up so quickly. Must be a beginner level dungeon too, because these guys are 40. There's a 12er in here. He's just able to do dungeons. Level 10, you can start running dungeons, by the way. But this spindle clutch, or whatever it's called, spindle clutch, is one that gets queued up all the time for some reason. It's cool, but I'm kind of over it. Done it too much. You hear the Spider Queen talking in the background in her little creepy voice. Yeah, I have pretty decent internet speed too, so that can be helping my stream. And the tower, I don't know if you're familiar with how internet works, but you ping off a tower, and your download's how quickly it gets to you, your upload's how quickly your information gets to the tower. Well, anyway, my tower is not but like, I don't know, 30 miles down the road from me, so I have a close tower and a fast internet speed that's probably helping my stream quite a bit as well. The game, I'm not kidding, the game's probably like 30 gigs, maybe 20 gigs, I don't know. You hit the Xbox button and then go down to games and apps, like right below the Xbox icon. You go in there, you can see the queue of stuff that's downloading, and it'll tell you on that screen how much time's left and how much data still needs to be downloaded.
Bring them before her.
Set it ablaze!
There's another streamer on Mixer that I co-stream with sometimes, and we'll actually join each other's chat quite often if one of us isn't streaming and the other is. His name's Lone Wolf. You might also hear me in party with Lone Wolf, or you might also see Lone Wolf streaming ESL. Him and we co-streamed last night. He's got a good knowledge of the game, but he's also new to it, like us. Only been on it for a few weeks. He plays the Warden character. And the Warden's like it tames animals and like it brings like plants out of the ground and stuff. It's different. Not something not a style of play I care to do, but it's an interesting class, I will say that much. I like the Nightblade Sorcerer and the Templar. And the Dragon Knight's fun too, but again, I've not really ever been a tank, so yeah, I figured, man, you need a lot of space on your Xbox, unless you got a huge hard drive for that sucker. That's another reason why I probably won't download it, because I don't want to put 80 gigabytes of data. I don't even think I have 80 gigabytes of space on my Xbox right now from all the other games. I have Rocket League, I have PUBG, I have Fortnite and all that downloaded already. I don't think I have 80 gigs of space to download that game. And I don't think I want to make space to download 80 gigabytes for 2 days, honestly. I mean, by all means, it's worth it, but since I can play it on here, it's not necessarily worth it for me to do that, you know?
I need aid! Burn it!
Well, this one too is just visually stunning, so I can understand how there's a lot of data they have to plug into this thing. A lot of classes, a lot of different builds, a lot of skill animations, just a lot of stuff. And there's been 2 expansions already, so it's not shocking that it's like that. You'd think they'd find a way to condense it. This is Final Boss, I think, right here. Pretty cool looking, isn't she? Look at her shadow on that wall over there. That is so badass. Now, I've downplayed this dungeon because I've done it a million times, but it is cool looking. A little creepy tentacle shadow on the wall over there. how cool she is, man. Here we go. He comes. The Whisperer. Gotta give him some of this. Healer's pretty easy in Dungeon 2, I must say. All I gotta do is watch their blue bars. And if you have 2 ranged DPSs, they're not usually in the AoE to take too much damage anyway. Just the tank, like in this instance. Both of my DPSers are ranged for the most part. I don't have too much healing I gotta do. That didn't feel good though, holy crap. Here come our spider babies. Whew, that was fun. Give me a damn shield. Who uses a shield? Actually, I don't have a character that uses a shield, but I know they're useful. Get the shadow on the wall. That is cool. I don't think they found a crate. Did they? Alright, Sakadata. Sakadata. Is it Sakadata? Sakadata, right? I think this is where I'm going to log out, but I want to make sure you're good to go. What do you think you're going to make then? A Dragon Knight? I'm going to go hop in the shower and then... What's up, Cranky Sano? Sakadata. But swing by tonight once you get it downloaded. I'm curious what your initial thoughts are of the game, for real. What's up, Cranky? Was just telling Sakadata here that I gotta go truck shopping today. Just over 3 hours on the stream, so I was gonna shut it down for a little bit. Go run some errands this afternoon. And I'm going to be back this evening in full force with my uncle who plays Magic Dragon Knight. We're going to run around this evening doing some dungeons, doing some other stuff. So if you want to shoot me a follow, we'll be around this afternoon, this evening, playing more ESO, answering any questions or taking any pointers you have. So appreciate you guys stopping by. I should break this crap down because when I log in, I always forget to break crap down. And I end up going into a dungeon right away. And I'm like, damn it, my shit's full. If we have anything we can actually wear. Light. Not bad, actually. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Heavy. Shield. Medium. Medium. That one's light. Can I wear that? Oh, that one's heavy. I think I'm okay on that. I'm just gonna break this other crap down. I want the Lamia set again, but I need to run Ash whatever to get that set again. I don't need swords at all, so I break all this crap down. I like the Lamia set that I had, but it was level like 30 and I'm level almost 45 now. I need to go back in and run the dungeon to get the higher level version of that set that I like. Cranky, do you play this game? I think I broke everything down. I can break down. Medium. I didn't do medium one first. Alright, Cranky, I gotta log out for a little bit. I gotta go run some errands with my fiance, and then I will be back around this afternoon. So hopefully you'll be able to stop back by and check out the stream. I'd love to hear what you play and what your thoughts are on ESO. It's a free weekend, by the way, so if you don't have the game and you have an Xbox or a PC, you can play the game for free this weekend through Monday. So if you're trying to check it out, I definitely 100% recommend the game. Go get it, give it a shot, and let me know your thoughts. I appreciate you stopping by the chat. Hit that follow button, and we will see you guys later. Appreciate it, guys.